Would you replace this yellow cloudy headlight or try to save it first, before spending money on a new one? I'm going to test a simple method at home and see whether this old headlight can become clear again. First, we're going to make a simple cleaning mixture, using a few things you may already have at home. I'll start by pouring some glass cleaner into this cup. This helps loosen the dirt road film. Next, I'm going to drop in 1 vitamin C tablet. This may look a little strange, but that is exactly what makes this test interesting. We'll let the tablet dissolve completely before adding anything else. After the tablet has fully dissolved, I'll add a little shaving cream. The shaving cream helps thicken the mixture so it can stay on the headlight surface longer instead of running off too quickly. Now I'll mix everything well until the glass cleaner vitamin C and shaving cream blend into one smooth mixture. This mixture is not meant to magically erase deep oxidation by itself. Its job is to clean the surface, soften road grime, and prepare the headlight before we remove the damaged outer layer more carefully. That is where the real transformation will happen. Before I start working on the whole headlight, I'm going to place a strip of tape right here in the middle. This will give us a clear line between the treated side and the untouched side, so later we can compare the difference honestly. Now I'm going to use a small brush and spread this mixture evenly over the entire headlight surface. Once the whole surface is covered, I'll leave it alone for about 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to use a sponge and scrub the headlight evenly. I'll work across the whole lens with steady pressure, especially on the yellow areas where the oxidation is the heaviest. As I scrub, I'll brush on a little more of the mixture to keep the surface wet and active. This helps the sponge glide more easily and gives the cleaner more time to break down the old buildup. We need to take it one step further and remove the damaged outer layer more carefully. Before sanding, if the headlight is still on the vehicle, protect the painted area around it with masking tape. This helps prevent accidental scratches while working near the edges. Now I'm going to wet the headlight surface. Next, I'll use 1500 grit wet sandpaper to sand the outer layer of the lens. This is an important step because water helps the sandpaper move more smoothly and keeps the plastic from getting too hot. After the sanding is done, I'll rinse the headlight with clean water. Now we can clearly see what has been removed before moving on to the next step. You will notice the water turning cloudy and yellowish. That is a good sign because it means the damaged outer layer is starting to come off. Continue by brushing another thin layer of the mixture onto the headlight. This helps keep the surface wet and adds a little more cleaning power while we refine the lens. Now, I'll switch to 2000 grit wet sandpaper. This paper is finer than the one we used before, so it is not meant to remove a lot of material. Its job is to smooth out the small scratches left behind from the 1500 grit sanding step. Keep the surface wet and use gentle, even pressure. Be patient with this step. A smoother surface now will make the final polishing step work much better. After the entire headlight has been sanded evenly, I'll rinse it one more time with clean water to remove the residue and prepare it for the next step. Don't worry if the headlight looks a little hazy after sanding. For this step, I'm going to use regular toothpaste to polish the lens. Toothpaste contains very fine abrasive particles, and those tiny particles can help smooth out the small scratches left behind after sanding. I'll apply the toothpaste to a soft cloth, then wipe the headlight using small circular motions. Take your time and work evenly across the whole surface. I've heard WD-40 works very well for cleaning chrome parts, so I wanted to try something simple. If it can bring back shine on those parts, maybe it can also help make this cloudy headlight look brighter. Now I'll prepare the final mixture for the finishing step. I'm going to use some WD-40 and regular glass cleaner. First, I'll pour a small amount of glass cleaner into this spray bottle. The glass cleaner helps remove any leftover toothpaste, sanding dust, and oily marks from the surface. Next, I'll add just a little WD-40. We don't need much here. A small amount is enough to help bring back some shine and make the surface look brighter. After that, I'll close the bottle and shake it well so everything mixes together evenly. This step will be used for the final wipe and polish, so let's see how much brighter we can make this old headlight. The result is starting to show clearly now. The headlight already looks much brighter and clearer than before. You can see that the yellow cloudy layer has been reduced and the lens is slowly getting some of its original clarity back. But I still want to try one more final step. Sometimes, after sanding and polishing the surface can become even glossier with one last clean wipe. So let's see how shiny we can make the surface before we finish this project. Now, I'll spray this final mixture directly onto the headlight surface. Then, I'll use a clean, soft cloth to wipe it evenly across the whole lens. Make sure to clean every corner, especially the areas that still look a little cloudy. This final wipe helps remove any remaining residue and gives the surface a cleaner, smoother finish. Wow, the result is honestly better than I expected. At first, this headlight was yellow, cloudy, and dull. Now the surface looks much clearer, brighter, and more polished. Would you try restoring an old headlight like this first, or would you replace it right away?